Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello little scientists and welcome to our science program for today. Do you remember what we studied last time? Yes. We studied how to be a scientist. A scientist has to observe, has to question, okay? To ask questions. He has to hypothesize. He has to do what? Make discoveries if he can, okay? So today we study something which is very important, how to be safe when we study science. So last time was about being a scientist. Today we will talk about safety in science or science safety, okay? It's on page 6. Today we'll learn how to identify some dangers in being a scientist. So be careful if you want to study science in labs. Explain how to do science safely. If you want to do science, you have to be safe. How? Okay, as usual, we will start with the new words. Look at this picture. It's a needle. Again, a needle. Something we use to, yes, to make dresses and clothes. Okay, this is also a needle. You see? It's also a needle, and sometimes it's called a syringe. Here, of course, the water is hot. This is hot. And the knife is sharp. Again, sharp. Sharp. What about this? Yes. Poison. Poison. If somebody drinks poison, he will get sick and he might die at once. So be careful when you find a bottle like this and you find something like this on the bottle. Don't touch it. The snake also gives out poison. Poison. Can he carry this box? What do you think? It's heavy. Heavy. So the words again: heavy, poison, poison, sharp, hot, and needle. Okay? Now we come to the dangers in science. What are the dangers you might find in science labs? To be a scientist, you can't just study science from books. You must do experiments in the laboratory. So, if you want to study science, you have to go to the science lab to test your ideas and make discoveries. Practical work with scientific equipment makes science interesting and exciting. When we do things, this is going to be fun and interesting. But there are dangers if people don't take care while they do experiments. When we do experiments, when we mix chemicals, this is dangerous. We have to be careful. Safety is very important. To stay safe, we must think about what things could hurt us. Okay? Look at this activity. Can you see the pictures? Okay, talk about the dangers in these pictures. Are there any dangers in these pictures? Say how the different things could hurt you. discuss what you should do to avoid danger in each case. Okay, let's start with the first one. Is it a danger for us? Yes, it causes dangers. Why? Because it has hot water. If hot water touches our skin, it will burn our skin. Okay? What about this? It's also hot. See, this is very heavy. If we carry something heavy, it might hurt our back. What about this? Yes, look at the top. It's sharp. And sharp things might cut or hurt our skin. What about this one? The needle. The needle also might cut our skin. What about the scissors? The scissors might cut, our body. Finally, this container has drain cleaner, a chemical. So don't touch the chemical inside. Don't put it in your mouth or try to put it on your skin. So these things, might cause dangers to you. You have to be careful when dealing with things like that in our science lab. How can we avoid danger? Just be careful and don't touch these things. And if you need to use, for example, some hot water or scissors, be very careful when using them. Okay, sorry, the computer is stuck. The next one. Okay, work in a group. Write a list of laboratory rules for practical work in science. Now, if you have a brother or a sister, try to ask him what are the rules for the lab, the laboratory rules that you can write. Try to write some rules to be followed in our science lab. Illustrate your rules by making a safety poster. After writing the rules, you can make a poster, you can add pictures, and you can hang this on the wall. Like what they're doing. They are coloring, they are drawing, they are writing rules to be followed in science labs. This is a poster, for rules to be followed in the science lab. Let's read them together. Science lab safety. Number 1, follow teacher's rules. You have to follow the rules of the teacher. Number 2, don't put things in your mouth. Don't ever, never put things in your mouth when you are in the science lab. Wash your hands after finishing. Be careful with sharp tools. Use goggles and proper clothing when needed. Sometimes we need to wear white coats to protect our clothes and to protect ourselves. Think responsibly. Take responsibility in whatever you do. So this is a poster for some rules and safety rules in the science lab. Please make a similar one at home. Okay, we come to the part of checking our progress. We have the keywords. Let's do it together. Scientists carry out experiments in a science what? Dangers, laboratory rules, or safety? Of course, laboratory or lab. Lab is short for laboratory. There may be what when performing experiments? There may be dangers, right? When working in the laboratory, you must follow what? The rules, right? The lab rules or the laboratory rules. These rules are designed for what? For the safety of everyone. Okay, please read and answer question 2 and 3 together with any one of your family members. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you again.